Listen closely, because what I'm about to say is not just another message. It's a wake-up call. If you're here right now, know this. It's not by chance. You were led here for a reason. Something deep inside you has been stirring. A feeling that you are meant for something greater, that you are set apart. And that's because you are. You are not like everyone else. Your path is different. Your energy is different. Your calling is divine. But hear me loud and clear. Not everyone around you is meant to know your journey. Not everyone deserves access to your dreams, your wisdom, or your breakthroughs. Some people cannot handle what has been placed inside you, and if you are not careful, their energy can drain, delay, or even destroy what you are meant to become. This is your moment to rise, to step fully into your power, to move in wisdom and protect what is sacred. The world may not understand you, but you were never meant to fit in. You were meant to stand out, to lead, to walk a path only the chosen can walk. So stop explaining. Stop seeking approval. Stop giving your power away. Your mission is too great, and your time is now. Revealing too much about your aspirations and personal breakthroughs can become a silent trap, allowing outside forces to interfere with what is meant to flourish in sacred solitude. Not every person in your circle is meant to witness your transformation, and exposing your journey prematurely can invite resistance, skepticism, or unseen opposition. When shifts are happening, discernment is required. The visions that are forming within you are delicate, and the wrong energy can distort their course before they even have a chance to take root. There are moments when silence is not secrecy, but strategy, a shield against unseen disruptions. Guard your personal evolution like a locked manuscript. Only open it to those who are meant to read its pages. And before you move forward, take a moment to engage with this message. Like, comment below with the number 55, and subscribe to help us reach 1,000 subscribers. This small act is more than support. It's an alignment with the frequency of wisdom, discernment, and divine momentum. If this resonates, it's because you were meant to hear it. The road ahead is yours alone, and what is unfolding is not for everyone to interpret. This is your moment. Hit subscribe now and step into something greater. Don't miss out. The deeper the purpose, the more vital it is to keep it from being diluted by external influences. Speaking too soon or to the wrong audience can leave sacred intentions vulnerable to energies that do not share your vision. Not all conversations are meant to carry the weight of destiny. The most profound movements in life often happen in quiet, unseen spaces where they remain untouched by misunderstanding or misdirection. By choosing discretion, you are not withholding, you are preserving. Protect the space where transformation is taking place and allow it to manifest fully before sharing it with the world. There is immeasurable power in what remains unspoken, and often the greatest shifts occur behind closed doors. Holding back from speaking in certain moments is not a weakness. It's a form of wisdom that few truly understand. There is a force that governs the unfolding of destiny, ensuring that what is sacred is revealed only when the time is right. Rushing to expose what has been divinely planted within can lead to unnecessary obstacles, distractions, and resistance. When something profound is taking shape, it needs a season of quiet cultivation. The weight of a calling is not for everyone to carry, and those who have not been prepared for it may distort its meaning. Choosing discretion is not about secrecy. It is about ensuring that what has been entrusted to you remains untouched by misinterpretation. Before moving forward, take a moment to engage with this message. Like, comment below with the number 55, and subscribe to help us reach 1,000 subscribers. This is not just an act of support. It is an affirmation of alignment with wisdom, patience, and divine clarity. What is meant for you is unfolding, but not everything must be spoken into the world before its time. Revealing too much to those who are not ready to understand is like casting light into a fog. It gets lost, scattered, and misdirected. There is a sacred order to how things are meant to unfold, and disrupting that order can lead to consequences unseen. Not every insight is meant to be shared the moment it arrives. The road of transformation is walked in silence first, before it can be witnessed by others. There is a time for expression, and there is a time for restraint. The wrong audience will not only fail to understand, but they may also interfere, whether knowingly or unknowingly. When something is still forming, it is vulnerable. What is being built in the unseen must remain undisturbed until it is strong enough to withstand the weight of the outside world. Silence is a sanctuary in a world that constantly demands attention. The most powerful shifts happen in the stillness where external noise cannot reach. True strength is found in guarding what is sacred rather than offering it to be examined, critiqued, or altered by those who do not share its depth. Think of the roots beneath the ground, hidden yet essential, sustaining life without being exposed to the elements. The deeper the foundation, the stronger the structure. Allowing too many voices into a sacred journey can dilute its power, scattering energy in directions that were never meant to be pursued. Protecting what is sacred is not about isolation, but about honoring the process that leads to transformation. The journey is unfolding exactly as it should, and not everything needs an audience. Stillness holds the key to wisdom. Clarity emerges not in noise, but in the depths of quiet contemplation. The most profound guidance does not come from external validation, but from the unshakable knowing that rises within. In the absence of constant explanations and justifications, alignment strengthens. The energy carried within is powerful, yet fragile in the presence of unnecessary exposure. Every revelation, when shared carelessly, is subject to misinterpretation, doubt, or resistance. Protection comes through discernment. Guarding sacred insights ensures they remain untainted. Not all knowledge is meant for public display. Some truths require space to mature before they are spoken aloud. The less external noise interferes, the stronger the connection to the force guiding each step. There is a reason why the greatest strengths often remain hidden. Power is not just in knowledge itself, but in the ability to safeguard it. What is revealed before its appointed time is vulnerable to influence, and when sacred wisdom is placed in the wrong hands, it can be reshaped, diminished, or used against its purpose. The weight of a vision is not meant for everyone to carry. Allowing the wrong energy into that space weakens the very foundation upon which it is built. True protection lies in knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. Rushing to share before the path is fortified invites unnecessary complications, misunderstandings, and obstacles that can easily be avoided through patience and discretion. Exposing a journey too soon can alter its course. When intentions are questioned or dissected by those who do not understand, doubt takes root where confidence should grow. Every calling has its own timeline, and forcing it into the open before it is ready risks dilution, hesitation, and unnecessary redirection. Not every question needs an answer, and not every revelation is meant for discussion. Misinterpretation is inevitable when insight is placed in front of an unprepared audience. The truest transformations unfold in unseen spaces, developing strength away from the interference of outside opinions. There is power in waiting. Holding back allows what is meant to manifest fully, untouched by distraction or distortion. Rushing to expose what is still unfolding can disrupt its natural course, leading to premature conclusions and unnecessary interference. The most powerful manifestations take shape in their own time, free from outside pressure. The dreams placed within are not meant to be hurried or displayed before they have fully formed. When sacred visions are revealed too soon, they become susceptible to external doubts, skepticism, and even resistance. Some will not comprehend the depth of what is being created, and their misinterpretations may plant seeds of hesitation where confidence should flourish. Guarding the process ensures that growth remains uninterrupted, allowing alignment to develop organically without the weight of external opinions. What is being built requires a foundation of trust. Trust in timing, trust in the process, and trust in the unseen forces orchestrating every step. Not everything is meant for public declaration. Some truths are most powerful when held in the quiet spaces of the heart. Growth is delicate, and exposing it to the wrong environment can weaken its potential. Wisdom is found in knowing when to move in silence, when to observe, and when to wait. The unseen realm of preparation is where strength is cultivated. Without protection, distractions creep in, diverting focus from the path ahead. The greatest transformations do not need an audience. They require patience, faith, and discernment. Holding on to sacred insights until the right moment is not an act of fear, but of wisdom. The energy that fuels progress thrives in stillness, shielded from those who may not fully understand its significance. This is your moment. Hit subscribe now and step into something greater. Don't miss out. Spiritual encounters are deeply personal and should be treated with reverence. The weight of profound revelations is not meant to be carried by just anyone. Exposing them too soon can diminish their depth, reducing sacred experiences to mere conversation. The most meaningful awakenings happen in moments of stillness, where they can be fully understood before being shared. Not every experience is meant for open discussion. Some are designed to shape the journey internally before they are ever spoken aloud. What is received in divine alignment must be honored, nurtured, and protected. True wisdom lies in recognizing that silence is not withholding, it is preserving. The wisdom that unfolds in the quiet corners of the soul is not meant for everyone to grasp. Some knowledge is meant to be nurtured, guarded, and revealed only when the right moment arrives. The depth of an insight is not determined by how many people hear it, but by the way it shapes the journey of the one entrusted with it. Offering sacred revelations to those who are not yet ready to receive them can distort their meaning, reducing profound truths to mere speculation. When something is shared too freely, it risks becoming diluted, misinterpreted, or even dismissed by those who lack the capacity to understand. The most powerful lessons are those that remain intact, protected from influences that could diminish their significance. The weight of wisdom is not a burden to be carried by all. It is a responsibility that requires discernment. When handled with care, it strengthens. When given away carelessly, it can be weakened by skepticism and misunderstanding. The energy of revelation thrives in the presence of those who can honor its essence, and in its absence, it is best left undisclosed. There is an undeniable strength in withholding certain truths until the time is right. Not all moments call for explanation, and not every revelation needs validation from the outside world. There is a natural order to how wisdom should unfold, and breaking that order can invite unnecessary resistance and doubt. What is hidden in the heart is not meant to be displayed for examination. It is meant to be cultivated in the quiet spaces where transformation takes root. Protection is not only about safeguarding knowledge, it is about preserving the purity of a calling. Just as unseen forces guide the unfolding of every destiny, they also provide moments of silence as a shield. This stillness is not an absence of action, but a deliberate space where purpose is nurtured without interruption. The stillness of the unseen holds more power than any spoken word. The most profound transformations occur in spaces where external distractions cannot reach. Silence is not avoidance. It is alignment. It is a sacred pause that allows divine wisdom to settle before it is shared. Speaking too soon can disrupt the natural course of revelation, leading to confusion rather than clarity. Just as the deepest roots are formed underground, the strongest truths take shape in quiet reflection. When something is meant to be known, it will make itself clear without force. The timing of revelation is not determined by impatience, but by divine alignment, ensuring that what is meant to be shared reaches those who are truly prepared to receive it. There is a reason why certain revelations are not meant to be spoken before their time. Rushing to disclose what is still unfolding can disrupt its purpose, inviting unnecessary opposition and interference. The unseen forces guiding destiny often signal when to hold back, not as a form of restriction, but as protection. Some truths need time to take root before they can be revealed in their full brilliance. Impatience can create unnecessary ripples, shifting the course of a path that was meant to unfold in its own rhythm. The weight of an unspoken truth is not a burden, it is a shield, ensuring that what is sacred remains undisturbed until the right moment arrives. The impact of a message is determined not only by its content, but by the alignment of its timing. When held in trust, it gains strength. When spoken prematurely, it risks dilution. Spiritual alignment is delicate, requiring careful nurturing to remain undisturbed by external noise. Too much exposure can weaken the foundation of an inner connection, scattering energy in directions that do not serve the highest purpose. The search for validation, or the urge to explain, can create distance from the very source of guidance. The most profound clarity is found not in the echoes of external voices, but in the quiet depths of inner knowing. External distractions will always attempt to pull focus away, but the strength of a journey lies in its ability to remain unwavering. Protecting this space is not isolation, it is preservation. Silence is not emptiness, it is the fertile ground where purpose grows. True wisdom understands that timing is just as important as revelation. The most powerful messages are those that are released when the world is truly ready to receive them. Prophetic insights are not casual observations. They are glimpses into what is to come, requiring patience and reverence. When unveiled too soon, they risk being twisted, ignored, or lost in the noise of misunderstanding. A vision not yet fully formed is fragile. Exposing it too early can diminish its essence. There is great strength in waiting, in allowing wisdom to mature before offering it to the world. When the time is right, what is meant to be known will shine with undeniable clarity, untouched by doubt or distortion. Until then, guarding the sacred is not withholding, it is honoring. This is your moment. Hit subscribe now and step into something greater. Don't miss out. Walking a path of purpose requires unwavering dedication and a deep sense of protection over what has been entrusted to you. Not every revelation needs an audience, and the strength of a calling is often found in the ability to guard it until the right time. Silence is not a sign of uncertainty. It is a tool of wisdom, allowing growth to unfold without interference. Holding sacred knowledge close ensures that it remains pure, free from external influences that may seek to reshape or weaken it. The world often demands explanations, recognition, or proof. But the greatest journeys are not meant to be justified. They are meant to be lived. When the appointed moment arrives, everything will align as intended. Until then, patience is an act of trust, a commitment to allowing what is meant to flourish in its divine season. The stillness of quiet contemplation holds a power unmatched by words. It is within these moments that the truest clarity emerges, uninterrupted by the distractions of the outside world. Guarding what is sacred is not about withholding, it is about nurturing. The essence of purpose is like an ember, growing stronger when protected from the winds of unnecessary exposure. Silence creates the space where transformation deepens, where insight sharpens, and where divine connection strengthens. In rushing to explain or share too soon, the risk is not only dilution, but also detachment from the very force that fuels the journey. The ability to remain anchored in quiet confidence is a gift, one that allows the soul to expand without being shaped by the expectations of others. The depth of a calling does not require noise to be validated. Its presence speaks for itself. Trusting in the unfolding process is not a passive act. It is an intentional surrender to divine order. The most profound revelations do not need to be forced into the world. They will arrive when the timing is aligned with their highest impact. Impatience may create the illusion of urgency, but wisdom understands that preparation is part of fulfillment. There is a season for waiting, a season for growth, and a season for unveiling. The journey is not a race. It is a deliberate unfolding, each step leading to a moment of clarity and recognition. What is being prepared is not meant to be rushed, for its full power is found in divine precision. Until the appointed time arrives, the focus remains on strengthening, refining, and embracing the quiet assurance that what is meant to be revealed will shine when the world is truly ready to receive it. Every step forward unfolds with purpose, precisely as it is meant to. There is no rush to prove or justify what is still being woven into existence. What is taking shape within is not random. It carries profound intention, a design far greater than mere imagination. The process of growth requires trust, an unwavering belief that what is meant to be will emerge at the perfect time. The visions placed deep within are not fleeting desires. They are guiding beacons, offering glimpses of what is to come. But just as delicate roots must strengthen beneath the surface before they break through the soil, sacred dreams require protection from outside forces that may stifle their potential. Exposure too soon can allow doubt and external influence to alter their course, shifting what was meant to be powerful into something diluted by skepticism. Keeping these revelations safeguarded does not limit their expansion. It ensures they unfold untouched by premature scrutiny, allowing them to bloom in the fullness of time. There is an unseen force that strengthens when words are held back, when inner wisdom is allowed to deepen without external interference. Silence is not an absence, it is a gathering of power, a stillness that sharpens clarity and strengthens resolve. Noise may demand attention, but it does not shape destiny. What is nurtured in quiet contemplation holds far greater weight. The depth of understanding is found in the moments where external distractions fade, leaving only the purity of what is being revealed. Like a force moving beneath the surface, steady and unshaken, the most profound transformations occur, not in noise, but in the spaces between words. The ability to remain anchored in quiet certainty allows a path to unfold with unwavering direction, ensuring that what is meant to be will rise at its destined moment, unhindered by the limitations of the world's impatience. There is profound strength in quiet spaces, where distractions fade and clarity takes root. Moments of silence are not empty. They are filled with transformation, shaping purpose and refining vision. The path of those walking toward deeper understanding often requires solitude, not as isolation, but as a necessary space for reflection and alignment. Being set apart is not rejection, it is preparation. The absence of external noise allows wisdom to unfold, untainted by outside influences. True growth happens when the world's expectations fall away, leaving only the pure essence of what is meant to be. In solitude, the mind clears, the spirit strengthens, and the path ahead becomes undeniable. This is where distractions lose their power, where the need for validation dissolves, and where the journey is no longer about being seen, but about becoming. External influences are ever present, tempting detours disguised as guidance, false opportunities, or even well-meaning advice that does not align with a higher purpose. The ability to remain undistracted requires discernment, the strength to separate what is essential from what is merely noise. Not all that demands attention deserves it. Distractions are subtle, appearing as doubt, hesitation, or the fear of standing alone. Even internal struggles can become obstacles, convincing the mind that the path ahead is too uncertain or undeserved. Recognizing these diversions is essential. Anything that shifts focus away from growth, from purpose, from what is truly meant to be, must be seen for what it is, a test of commitment. The further one moves from external expectations, the clearer the journey becomes. Guarding energy is not avoidance, it is a deliberate act of protection, ensuring that what is sacred remains undisturbed until the right moment arrives. Every step forward requires focus, and with that focus, nothing can stand in the way of what is destined to unfold. This is your moment. Hit subscribe now and step into something greater. Don't miss out. Unseen forces often move through the emotions of others, and not all energy directed toward a path of purpose is pure. There are those who, whether knowingly or unknowingly, project resistance, doubt, or negativity toward what they do not fully understand. This unseen opposition can create subtle disruptions, pulling focus away from the higher vision that is meant to unfold. Being mindful of who is allowed access to sacred aspirations is essential. The path ahead is not for everyone to navigate, and allowing too many voices to shape its course can lead to hesitation or misalignment. Protecting the essence of a dream requires discretion, ensuring that only those who uplift and encourage are permitted within its sacred space. Similarly, guarding against internal resistance is just as crucial. The comparison of one's journey to another's can become an obstacle, distorting perception and creating unnecessary doubt. Rather than looking outward, the focus must remain on what is uniquely unfolding. The road designed for one cannot be measured by the progress of another. Shielding purpose from external and internal interference ensures that it remains strong, untouched by energies that could cloud its clarity. The heart is the wellspring of purpose, carrying within it the blueprint of what is meant to be. Yet, opening it without discernment can leave it vulnerable to energies that may not hold it with the care it deserves. True connection is not about exposure. It is about alignment. Vulnerability, when entrusted to the wrong hands, can lead to unnecessary wounds, yet when shared in the right spaces, it becomes a source of strength. Not everyone is meant to witness the deepest layers of a calling. There is wisdom in knowing when to keep sacred revelations close, allowing them to take root without interference. Strengthening the foundation before revealing what is precious ensures that it remains intact, protected from external distortions. Only those capable of honoring what is shared should be granted access, ensuring that the heart remains steady and unshaken in its pursuit of what is destined.